One of the most common things I see with women when they start tracking their food is they undereat protein and overeat fat. Now, if you want to lose weight and improve your metabolism, you want to make sure you're getting enough of this metabolic powerhouse every single day. Protein is the main raw material for all the repair work in your body. It's used to make important enzymes and hormones. Antibodies, which are essential components of the immune system, are proteins. Proteins transport various substances around the body. Protein can be used as a backup energy source. Protein is the most thermogenic of all three macronutrients, so it takes more energy to digest, and it can help you maintain muscle when you're eating in a calorie deficit. You're a 24/7 work in progress. The fact that you have stem cells all over your body indicates that you constantly rebuild every cell and every tissue. Since proteins, not carbohydrates, are the main building blocks of your body, it would seem logical that having adequate building materials, protein, on hand means a better, more efficient rebuilding process. In other words, adequate amounts of protein can slow down the aging process and prevent many diseases. Protein stimulates the thyroid to produce more thyroid hormone, increase calorie utilization, as well as the rate of rebuilding body tissue. This can result in a slender, more younger looking you. Human bodies need protein from animals, not vegetables. You have a digestive system that secretes hydrochloric acid and protein digesting enzymes like pepsin that can easily break down proteins like eggs, cheese, gelatin, seafood, and meats. But you don't have bacterial enzymes that efficiently break down grass, vegetables, beans, or soy. These bacteria are found in ruminant animals like cows that have a special chamber called a rumen. The rumen converts grass and vegetables into protein. Now, I'm not saying you should never eat any of those foods. You can have them in your diet, but you want to make sure you're getting the majority of your protein from bioavailable animal sources. One thing you may not know is if you eat protein alone, your pancreas will secrete insulin, which will drop your blood sugar. Your body will then release stress hormones, adrenaline and cortisol, to bring your blood sugar back up. This is why it's important to try and eat protein and carbs together. Protein drops blood sugar, carbs increase it. For example, you could eat a piece of cheese, which is protein and fat, with a piece of fruit, which is carbs. Or you could have a steak, which is protein and fat, with some potato and fruit, which is carbs. So how much protein do you actually need? Now, that's going to vary depending on your level of health and how active you are. But if your goal is weight loss or body composition change, then a good starting point is 1.8 grams to 2.2 grams per kilo of your goal body weight. So let's say you weigh 80 kilos and your goal body weight is 72 kilos. That would give you a range of about 129 grams up to 158 grams of protein per day. Test to find what works for you and what you find enjoyable and can be consistent with. Some women prefer to eat on the lower end of the range and some women prefer to eat on the higher end of the range. Now let's talk about eating the entire animal. So I used to only eat the lean parts of the animal, so things like fish, steak, chicken breast. You want to try and eat the entire animal because this will give you a variety of nutrients and amino acids. So eat the muscle meat, but also try and include liver, shellfish, oysters, good quality dairy, eggs, and gelatinous cuts of meat like oxtail, lamb necks, chicken wings, chicken feet, and chicken necks. These parts of the animal not only contain important vitamins and minerals, but they also contain anti-inflammatory proteins. Traditional diets were naturally gelatin rich. Muscle meat generally wasn't eaten on its own like it is today. A whole joint was stewed: the muscle, the skin, the bone, the connective tissue. This meant that you got the full spectrum of amino acids in one meal. These days, we throw away all the good bits. Incorporating gelatinous broths is one way to replace the missing nutrients, and powdered gelatin or collagen is also a handy addition to your pantry to improve the amino acid profile of your diet and discourage inflammation. The reason gelatin is so great is because it's high in the amino acid glycine, which is low in muscle meat. It's anti-inflammatory, pro-thyroid, heals damaged intestinal lining, and improves hydrochloric acid production. This anti-inflammatory amino acid also helps to regulate metabolism, maintain lean muscle mass, preserve bone strength and joint mobility, and regulate cellular health. I'll pop a link in the show note with my favorite gelatinous broth recipe. And if you want something more convenient, I really like to use Saturée's range of collagens and gelatins. So they have a bovine collagen, they have a marine collagen, and they have a best bloom gelatin, which is amazing for making things like jellies, gummies, and custards. You can use discount code KIDDIO5 for 10% off all Saturée products. So if this video has been helpful, I'd love it if you gave it a like and comment with what you found most helpful. And don't forget to subscribe because I have new videos coming every single week. You can also head to my website, www.nustrength.com.au, and subscribe to my mailing list. I'll include my 5 simple steps to getting started, which includes 5 super simple things that you can implement today to support your body and hormonal health.